Hello and welcome everybody to the Independent Broadcast Network. It's Winners with the One. I'm here with Dr. Killinger and we are playing Friday Night Hockey. Actually, I'm playing Friday Night Hockey. I'm in the middle of a game. It's hard to cast and it just got knocked down. Uh,
Oh, that was on cam, by the way.
all right. Well, yeah, as you may be able to see, we are playing the new version as 61E has just come out. So we are giving it a run this week as the HQML schedule takes a week off as they are trying to finalize that. If you watched the past couple of weeks of HQML, we had a little bit of issue with who was playing who
Who's on
and so
first?
forth. Yes. Yes. So what we're doing here is we will have the full schedule set up next week, and we'll kind of have a better idea of who is playing whom, and they can kind of do better as far as figuring out who wants to play first and so forth. So, but in the meantime, we've got this new version of play. So, and Cryptic Sea, the developer of Hockey Question Mark, is in the game playing, and yeah, I'm getting out here so I can cast a little bit. How are you tonight, Killinger?
Oh man, it's Friday night. Got a beer, got some hockey, new version. Cryptic Sea's in the house, so I think we're doing pretty good.
I think so too. And yeah, right now we're looking at a 2-1 score line as the red team is up by one, and they're loose again with a possible chance going in. And Big V shoots and scores from close range. So yeah, these veteran players getting the hang of the new version very quickly. And you may have, it looks very much like 61D, which we played a few weeks back, but this one has some big changes to it. They're minor in the sense that you may be able to see, but as far as the feel, they are huge. I got out there and skated a little bit, and yeah, the stick handling feels more like it's a lot easier to control, and it just seems to move a little smoother and quicker on the ice. It just felt a real sense of being out there. If you've ever played the actual game of hockey, it feels more like that now, just that feeling kind of zooming across the rink.
Yeah, very nice. I've heard quite a few people actually say pretty much those exact same thoughts. And
Yeah, so
it's
far
just
it
generally a
seems to
much
be
smoother, nicer experience.
yeah, it seems to be quite popular with the players who have tried it out. So here is the red team. That's who is that? I can't even see. It's
Big
Littleton. It's a
Ols.
2-on-1 break. Big Ols, and Big Ols is gonna take this wide of the net, and red team holding it in though. And here they go with it. Still behind the net now, being double teamed. It's going to take a beating in the corner there. It's a lot more physical game, too. I do kind of like that. And the fact that you have full body collision with the puck, that is huge.
Oh yes, makes the goalkeeping a bit
Oh, what
easier.
a shot and score!
Oh,
Jabroni, a.k.a. Cryptic Sea. I hope I'm not blowing his cover by saying that, but yes, a very nice shot by he knows a little bit about this game, I dare say,
a
Killinger.
little bit. He's played it a few times.
And I don't know. I'm looking at the actual stream, and it's kind of funky for me. It may just be me though. If
Seems
anybody
fine
else
to
is
me.
having troubles, please let me know. Ah, and there's Hess shooting and scoring, 4-2 now. Your score line, and it's been a tough week for Hess, but he's coming through with some pretty good shots and scores. He made a good one earlier.
That's all you can ask for. Is how you doing right now?
I have to agree. And yeah, it may just be me on the stream. Okay, so the stream looks good for you guys. Okay, great. That is always good to
Seems
hear.
okay to me. Yeah. I should say I'm the one broadcasting it.
Yeah, well, as long as it looks good to the people at home, and this shot looks good, and Hess, he is
Again.
proving to be pretty good at this version. He's got the hat trick with an assist from Big V. 5-2 now, your score in this open skate. And yeah, we should have a full schedule for HQML next week. You know what, though? It's summertime, and a lot of the community is kind of engaged with summertime activities. So that makes it a little bit more difficult. I know it's been
Yeah.
a problem for all the North America squads in all the different leagues. Oh, there's one on the doorstep, but not quite, and taken away. Now the blue team will have a chance to counter, and here they go with it on the wing. They've got a couple of guys coming, and here's a big defensive play to take that away. Turns back to look for it, and so now a little bit of a tussle for it at center ice as they collisions are happening.
Oh boy.
Who's going to come away
Uh-oh.
with this? Red team does, and they will finally just dump it down, which is probably a
There.
good play. Aaron will chase it. Big Ols come in to try to get at him. And will he be able to take this away? Does shove it around to the point, and will be picked up by Hess. Again, they're going to have to watch for him. There's a big steal, and is he going to stay? Oh, is he going to
Can
stay
you
on his
stand
feet?
up? Oh. We're gonna fight for it here. Yeah.
Oh man, yes. This should make it a little bit more of a blue collar kind of game. So, but that's part of how hockey is played. So it's kind of good to see that. He's going to send one in front. Oh, zooming in on defense, big play there. I believe that was PK, who does make the defensive stop. And now they will have a chance to take this in the other direction if he can get
Oh.
control of the puck. And he's going to send this one down. It's on its way. They're chasing it in and knocked away. Big save there. As yeah, Billiam is in the net now. So he says big saves incoming, says Billiam. So and he is definitely a man of his word, Killinger. So we'll see how he does. But yeah, goaltending is going to be a lot easier now, I think, because of the fact that you can use your whole body and not just use the stick to make saves. Although some of these goalies have gotten really, really good just making stick saves. So giving them the full use of the player model is going to be big, I think. And so our first game of the night will end 5-2 in favor of the red team. The GGs come out, and it's good to see the community not being douchebags this week. Thank you, community. So now we'll go to our second game.
It's yeah, I think what'll happen is it'll become a little more realistic in that your scores, because of the improved defense by being able to block the puck with your body, will become we'll see a lot more wins that are 2-1, 3-2. Yeah, offense will still be a factor. You'll want a good offense, but that you're not going to see any of the 12-3 and
Yeah,
because right
I
now
think you're
it's
right, man.
right
And we're joined
now
by Freaky.
the
Hello, Freaky. CEO
Freaky.
of IBM
Howdy.
in the chat. And yeah, here for a fun night tonight as we are testing the brand new version. But yes, I think also we can't discount the role of offense too, because now that talking to Cryptic Sea, he did say that most of the changes are based on physics. So, oh god, already a big
Jeez,
collision on the
that was
face-off.
all red too. All red. Some red on red.
Oh yes, that is some strategy right there, and yes, the blue team will carry it down. Oh,
Shooting
this
it
one's
towards
going
their
towards
own
the
net.
Oh.
It's like the guys on the red team had looked down and went, "Oh, I'm red. That net's red. Oh shit. Probably shouldn't score here."
Yeah, so a lot of the changes, yes, are physics based and have to do with stick handling, which I think is great. So, in addition to the offense or the defense being good, I think once these guys kind of figure it out offensively, I think they'll be able to do some pretty ridiculous shots with the new stick handling. So that will help as far as evening things out. But yeah, I think you're right. I think we might not see quite as many blowouts once people acclimate to this version. Now, it's still a little a ways away. Oh, there's a shot, a big save. Oh, he's got to clear it out. He falls
get out of there.
down. It's
There you go.
across. Oh, he gets some help.
God. He just falls on his ass. Puck's right there. Oh. I do like this version of hockey.
Yes, I needed this tonight, Kellinger. This is good. This is good. So, it's been a crazy week in the hockey question mark community, and it was certainly a crazy week last week here on Friday Night Hockey, as we had that rarity of rarities when three teams showed up, their opponents were late. So when everybody got in, everybody wanted to play first, and that's I doubt that will ever happen again. Well, it won't happen for
At least a week.
various reasons, but it was certainly unprecedented in the history of Friday Night Hockey. As sometimes, like we said, it's summertime, so all the leagues are experiencing a few issues as far as attendance and people, they're off doing stuff. I want to give a shout out to General Zod, our good friend Zod. He's been playing in the what is it called?
Oh no, don't ask me.
Yeah, it's a wheelchair-based soccer, and it's awesome. But he is playing in the championships over in Arizona, so I want to shout out to him. I did not see how they did today. We got to watch a little bit on the VODs, and he was playing pretty well. So, but they were playing against some very stiff competition. But we just want to give a special shout out to Zod, from the head of the Generals, a true leader of men, and best of luck in that thing, man. 'Cause, that's some of those games were pretty intense that I watched.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like powered wheelchair soccer. I kept calling it murder ball, even though I know it's not murder ball.
Yeah, it's a lot like that though. Yes, and
Yeah.
it ain't no joke. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. I mean, it is there's a lot of skill involved, and yes, he is now on the HQML team. 2 Crips, 1 wheelchair. Oh God, which they actually have 2 guys in wheelchairs, which I found out, and
That makes it acceptable.
yes, yes. And they are 2 of the best players on Friday Night Hockey for sure, and 2 of the best guys in the community. So shout out to their team and to Zod, and I hope they won the whole thing today.
Me too.
105 left in this
Not much
first
going
period,
on
though.
here.
Nobody scored, but here is a possible chance. Blue with it, as this will get chased down. There's Aaron over in the corner. Aaron from the Storm and the Mormons. He will get this cleared out. Big V there to take it back. And now Red is going to come across with it. Shot very slowly coming across. Oh, in front now. Are they going to get to this in time? Big save by the defense there, as I believe that was Jabroni chopping it away, as Billiam found himself behind the net and kind of not able to get to that in time. So a team effort to keep that one from going in, but now here they are the other way. Blue with a shot.
Off the post.
While there's a breakdance move going on in the middle here, that's one way to play goal. Just make yourself a large obstacle in the way here. It's almost like is this electric boogaloo? I just need to put some cardboard down and my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, I had to get, I had to get a good shot of that.
Yes, the intermission. So what that period lacked in scoring, it more than made up for in entertainment. Yes, PK Paching calls it the spider stance, and he says that it works. Now, I don't know if you'd want to play a whole game like that. But yeah,
no.
and that's true. You can crouch down too and do sort of a butterfly now, and William says that works pretty well also. I found myself doing that playing goal in this new version. And yeah, I know that Cryptic Sea did say that he did express the idea of making goaltending movement more goalie-istic, I suppose. And I don't know that what you're
witnessing here, yeah,
doing there is not necessarily. You're not going to see this in an NHL match. Now we're going to see if it really works, though. Shot! Oh, and the big defensive stop once again, and the defense coming into play. But this one could have a chance. 3 blue players swarming on it now. They've just got to get it. Oh, there he goes.
No, no,
And
no,
the
no, no.
rocket shot from
Oh,
Beijing with the spider stance, and it's going to go past William
that
to the
almost was a
right.
goal.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. If he would have scored on that freaky, yeah. Oh, so already the meta game very strong in
I'm just
61E version.
I don't even have to look at PK Paching. I'm just looking at the map and those little icons just rotating on the map.
Just spinning, yes.
Oh, as soon as I say that, he stops. Of course.
Oh, I believe in Houston they used to call those sprees. Yes, the rotating rims on the tires. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so now he will slow things down a bit, as his team does as well, sending this back to the other end. And now William has adopted this style, and
he's
so
not
is
really
Big
in
V.
the net.
Now the whole blue team.
Everybody just spinning fucking circles.
This is like foosball. Yeah. Bob Boucher, you don't need to be playing that foosball. But will they get to this before the red team does? And another big collision as, yes, the full body collision coming into play here quite a bit, as no one has scored in this particular game, as the style has taken on a different tone here, I would say. But here's a chance in front.
Oh.
And just beyond the stick, here's somebody coming in, swooping, scoring. Big V roofs it with an assist from Jabroni, and we get our first goal of the game.
Halfway through the game, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and in the 55 version you're accustomed to seeing here on Friday Night Hockey, you can assign your position and it will send you to that position. Currently, that's not set up in this version. Basically, there is it's almost like an invisible referee drops the puck for the face-off, and then you have time. Oh, the one-timer attempt almost there, as he was waiting right in front of the crease for it. And now here it will go. Back the other way, possibly. Nope. It's still in contention at center ice here, as the whole red team will converge on it. Now the whole blue team does as well. So, yeah, we've all the stuff about positioning that everybody has gotten used to doing before is kind of out the window now in this version. Also, this is 5v5. We did set the server to be 5v5 so that we could get more people in. Indeed. And also, since it's a new version, so it will be, that will make it a little bit more chaotic anyway.
We're getting more than the 10 people in too, which is nice. So last time we had a prototype, we could only get 10 people in.
Oh yeah.
Now we've got more than that, so that works.
We've got people in the spec, which is awesome. And yeah, I can see the text on the map a lot better.
Yeah, the text looks like it has a shadow effect on it.
Yeah, it does. A little bit of drop shadowing. So yeah, that is very welcome as a caster. I appreciate that, Cryptic Sea. So, and then I know that some of these change. Oh, there's one off speed. It almost got a chance. He got a piece of that, and it made its way to, is that Big V waiting on the, no. Here comes the red
somebody's going to do a
They're
suplex on somebody. That's what that looked like.
Yes, it does have a very pro wrestling vibe, and here's a chance. He's going to take us all the way into the stars. Mr. TB is going to get credit for that one. Big V on the assist, 2-0 with 39 seconds left in the second period. And yeah, that one, he just had to guide it and make sure that it went in. So wow, yeah, this is good stuff though, man. And yeah, I know that some of the changes are spec based, so we want to thank Cryptic Sea for that. He did say that
for sure.
he wanted to make the zoom for the camera a little bit smoother.
The whole camera's smoother.
Yeah, it looks great, and hopefully it looks great to you watching all around the world here, as we are looking at 61E version of Hockey Question Mark, which is a free game made by Cryptic Sea. A lot of this, there was a alpha version that was for sale, and most of these players were uh, consumers of that. So they did pick that up, so that's a very good thing. We'll try to support Cryptic Sea all we can. You can still pick up the Cryptic Sea EP at crypticsea.com, which I believe the site should be back up to be able to do that. I would definitely encourage you to check that out and play some touring cars, because we will be having some touring car legend races on IBN. I can guarantee that, as that is one of 3 games that you will get with the Cryptic Sea EP. And now here's one off the draw that is thwarted by the spider move.
The entire red team is skulking around the blue net now.
Very reminiscent of Adolfo Shabadoo Quinones, the protagonist from Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Ah.
And I had to pull that one way out of the memory banks. Probably got the...
yeah, that's I'm taking your word for that one. That's
Yeah, we would hate to see Shabadoo lost in the clouds of time, certainly, as his work is unparalleled in the breakdance scene. And these players obviously paying tribute to that. I don't know. Shabadoo was breaking before most of these players were born. But here is a shot that will go very wide, but the rebound has a chance, possibly. No, down in the corner now, as the blue team will send 4 in to try to stop this. And there's Briz. He's not playing in the net. He is playing as a forward here, and we know that he can. We've seen him come out of the net and score. He did last week, didn't he, on Friday Night Hockey?
Oh, yeah, he did.
So, yeah, everybody's getting their skate on tonight, and we are glad to see everybody coming in. Here's Big V once again. The shot, the score! Second of the game, Big V. And that's about where Big V likes to shoot anyway, right across the blue line. Just wind up and let one fly, and he is starting to find his form in this version, I would say, just like he did in the 55 version, which there are a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of very subtle differences. Well, some not so subtle. Oh God.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh yes, this is putting me in a much better disposition. So here we go, back the other way now, as Mr. TB will take this. He comes out of the net, and he's going to try to go coast to coast with it. Taken off the play, but
wow, that almost looked like a pass.
Forward. Oh, that one-timer, almost. Oh. He got a lot on that. And that's one of the hardest shots we've seen of the evening. And so now back into the other corner, chased down Big V once again, and he is just bowled over. And they're just going to try to keep him down that way. As yeah, I don't know. It reminds me a lot of the old-time hockey. Yes, when if you don't have the high-flying scorers, you got your tough guys who will just try to knock you down and keep you from doing too much high-flying. So that is definitely the modus operandi we are seeing from some of these teams right now, in lieu of super skill, but the skill will come. I have no doubt about that. We've already seen some pretty skillful plays already in this open skate. So under 2 minutes left in the third, and it's looking very good for the blue team, but here comes red. They're all on the puck. Now blue gets it back, and he'll go ahead and launch one wide to the right. And will they be able to scoop this up? No, sitting dangerously, Fred. Oh, and it's just wide to the left. So they have put a couple of shots in there, and neither one of them finding their mark. Knocked down again. Here they go across the blue line, and in the confusion, it will go back the other way. Now up at the point. Who is good? That's Aaron trying to get to this. And so now back the other way, and again separated from the puck. This will be chased down. PK there. and he will sit very dangerously across to Littleton, and Littleton gonna let that go, and it's still held in, and he's gonna try to backhand one. Not going to go. Under a minute now, and everybody falls over from the blue team. That's the one way to it. So
Freaky
they
notes.
are safe defensively for the moment.
Freaky notes that's like hockey in 5th grade PE class. Sort of, yeah, it is very Pee Wee hockey.
Yes.
I never played Pee Wee hockey, so I'm just assuming they didn't murder each other quite so hard or spin in quite so many circles without throwing up.
Yeah, that is one move that we probably did not see in Pee Wee hockey. But yeah, the whole when your whole team is kind of surrounding the puck. Here's one across the crease that's going to go wide. But yeah, everybody's just kind of playing chase the puck, which is fine. I found myself kind of doing that too. It's hard to think in terms of positioning and stuff. And plus, everybody's just trying to get a feel for the mechanics of the new version, and so this is good testing for the game and a good test for the blue team, who comes away with a 3-0 win here in our second game of Open Skate. The GGs come out once again, and yeah, we'll play another one, see what happens.
Why not? Yeah, red won the first one, blue won the second one. See how this goes.
Yes, it's a pretty even battle so far, and so here we go, as we will get past the warm-up here, as people start to, they seem to be getting the hang of the shooting, definitely. But yeah, it's easier to get knocked down, but it's a lot easier to get up too. I know in some of the previous versions of 061, I was having a hard time because then you'd kind of have to lean on your stick a little bit to help you get back on your feet.
Yeah.
And in this one, you just hold down control and you kind of pop back up. So that's a welcome change here. Now on the face-off, very unconventional face-off style.
Not really a concept of sides, really.
Yeah, no referee is going to allow that in a normal hockey game, but this is no normal hockey game, nor is it a normal night of hockey. It is Friday night hockey, and this is how we do. And this is how we do tonight. HQML will be back next week as the schedule will be finalized, and we'll kind of have a better idea. One thing about the schedule is that we had the teams were kind of in question. There were some. There was one team that dropped. There was one team that added. There was one team that apparently never existed at all. So it was very difficult for our good friend Dick Van Dijk to make a schedule under those kind of circumstances. But the blue team, I wonder if they knew that this was their own net here.
Doing a quadro.
Littleton was just going to let him go with it. Oh, that was Hess. As he realized it in time, he was pulling a clawed, as they say. So now still behind the blue net, and it looks like red will get to this first K-bomb there, and they will at least be able to dig this out back to the neutral zone. So now the other way, here comes Go Leafs Go, I believe. Yes, a chance in front of he's going to take it all the way. He had a blue player kind of standing in goal on the other goal there, so that might have helped a little bit. But he didn't need any help with screening there. That was a push in all the way, 1-0 for the blue team, and pretty entertaining stuff. I'm going to say, here's a long distance.
Whoa!
Oh, it's going to be Littleton. Wow, off the draw.
Yes,
GG. Beautiful
GG.
shot. Fast and low. And wow. So we are tied at the sniper shot from Littleton.
A very unconventional face-off every time.
Yeah. To say the least, Kildre. And now here is Blue with another chance. And he is caught up with by the defense in time, so he's not going to be able to get the shot off. So this will be chased down. K-bomb again, sending it to the middle. And now here we go with it at the face-off circle. And Tim Barrett, Tim Barrett loose. Is he going to get the shot off? He does. Oh, he goes 5-hole on him. A beautiful shot from Tim Barrett makes it 2-1 as that maybe, yeah, he says the deke. That may be the first actual deke we may have seen here in the game, and it worked. And then he just, he went straight up 5-hole on him. So, yeah, I'm wondering if there's a way that you can just make yourself fall down so you can just kind of lay across the goal and the old Hashik style.
Yeah. I don't know. That would be a pretty interesting tactic.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least maybe not as interesting as the spider, as
No,
I believe it is now called.
not.
Yeah, again, I don't know that that's something you would want to try for a whole game. And but in front, Red with it, and now they're all going to come at it. And finally, the blue team will get it loose, and he's going to just shove this forward, catching up to it. Open net, shoots and scores. Hess with his first of this one, but not of the night. And Aaron with his second assist will tie this game at 2 with 2:06 left in the first period.
This is, I think you're right. I think they're getting the hang of it. Yeah, sorry. Getting the hang of it.
Yeah, and of course, admittedly, it is a big change from the 55F version that we play
For sure.
normally in the leagues. So some of the players talk about how there is a transition between that. Because I know that when we were testing 61D and a lot of play time was spent on it, I know that some of the players said when they went back to 55F, it just felt really, really weird for them at first, even with the hundreds of hours that many of them have spent playing it. So as far as when the transition will be made for the leagues, that's a big question. But I know that the feeling among the community, oh, here's a chance, big save, Bojarzine is going to keep this one out. The star Canadian making his way in the goal there. Now he's starting to do a little bit of a spin move. A little slower now, picking up speed. Yep, you can macro that, I'm sure. Here's a shot. As he was looking for the one-time attempt, had a guy parked right there at the side of the net, not able to get it, though. Red team trying to get this out of the zone, still held in. Shot and save made. K-Bomb as he swatted that one loose, and so this will go back to center ice. Will Red have a chance to advance it? They're damn sure going to try a couple of them there as they're doing a semi-Mighty Ducks wedge. He'll dump it in now.
As good as you can with two of people.
yeah, it's hard to do a two-man wedge. That is true. So 21 seconds left in the first period. We are still tied, but as we have seen already so far in this special night of Friday Night Hockey, anything can happen. But yes, there is talk of a lot of the players, I wanted to say, are starting to see. At first, they weren't really sure, if they would switch from 55F at all for a long time, but I know that several of them have said that with this version, they can definitely see how it will become eventually the league version. I mean, it's still a ways away, and Cryptic Sea says there's a whole lot to do on the back end as far as making it tournament ready, but we're starting to see now the early stages of the game as it will be eventually. Now, I know LHL goes until at least October or so, I think, with the playoffs and all, and so does HQML. So when you count the playoffs and everything, we'll be heading towards the holidays with that. So by that time, Cryptic Sea did say he's hoping that the version of hockey that will be out by then will be more playable as far as a team-based, tourney-based type of thing. But it's been pretty good so far. I mean, You know, these guys, yeah, definitely starting to get the hang of it. There's one. Oh, he chops at it as this one just shot wide as he almost had one timed in. Now here's another one timer attempt, a little slower, but this one's going to go.
Oh,
Big Oles gets his first of the game and a timely one, puts his team ahead by one, 3-2. 4:02 left in the second period. And yeah, they at this point especially, they don't have to be pretty, Killinger.
no. Oh, the one red player that goes for the puck goes down.
And thanks to everybody joining us on Hitbox to watch this spectacle and to watch Hess get his second of the game. Mr. TB will get the assist. And just like that, wasting no time, they will tie it back up again. So this is an epic battle for the ages here. 3:51. We're about a minute into the second period. Oh, man. And here's one. He's just going to go ahead and lift one towards the net, which will go a little wide to the right. Red team will pick it up, maintain possession. And he's waiting at the blue line for this. All like three red players coming to the blue line to pick it up. Now they will dump it in the opposite direction. Littleton will be first on the scene. He's going to wait, set it up here. And there's a oh, he lifts it up on top of the net.
No.
And it's up next to the water bottle, guys. Can you see it? Okay, it's just kind of
There it is. There you go.
Finally jarred loose. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. But Red's still holding on to it. Oh, that was a nice backhander, but just a little over the net, but not on top of the net, at least. And so finally dislodged. This will go back to center ice, and now Blue. Now they're starting to set up their offense a little more, as you see there. This one wide to the left. Again, another good chance. And he's trying to get in on the rebound, and so now trying to pick it up and then falling down, getting back up. And nothing's ever going to keep him down, just like Chumbawamba.
Nope.
Yeah, it's what's new in this version? Well, the physics are new. That's the big thing. The stick handling, the way the players move. There are several things where I can tell you specifically, but I can tell you that they make a difference in gameplay. And now making a big difference in gameplay is that save, as he was facing a 3-on-1 there. Aaron, he manages to make the stop. And this guy's saying it's lagging. I don't know. It looks pretty good here.
Oh, he's talking about the chat.
Oh, it might very well be, yes.
Graphic settings at ultra. Yes, ultra.
Ooh. Nothing but the best, yes. And here's one. Oh, this waddles through the net, but not quite, as it was just kind of turning end over end. And now back the other way. So we'll go behind the red net. A couple of guys coming for that. Roboil now in the game. He's got K-Bomb with him. And they will try to get this out of their zone, but held in at the point. Now chased back down, and K-Bomb will get to this first, as he will be boarded there. And there's a shot. And just across the crease, across the goal mouth. Not quite there, though. So in the last minute of the second period, a lot of back and forth movement, a lot of shot opportunities, but so far nothing doing as far as maintaining this deadlock is concerned. And now the blue team is going to try to start from their own end. Now at center ice, held in back the other way by Red. Oh, this one's going towards the net. And Bojarzine makes the last minute save. So there we go. And the pass just in front of the oncoming skater there, who was in the slot waiting for it. And now they will send one wide to the right. They are in position, but now they're going to all watch this go right past them. Held in, though. Bojarzine going to come out all the way from the goal and play this in. and it will be sent away, though, so that will do it for the second period, and we will remain tied. Going into the third, yeah, will there be Oculus support? Oh, man. Can you
Oh,
imagine Oculus for this game? Wow.
I wanted to do the spider move. Not for long. That's one way to eliminate those kinds of I don't want to call them exploits, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Unrealistic goalie maneuvers.
Yeah, I saw a big discussion on the Planet Side forums about the difference between
Oh
cheats
no.
and exploits. And here's a nice one from Lealton
Hilton.
again. The long distance sniper. He gets his second of the game, and right off the draw, 7 seconds in. That may be the fastest goal in 061 history. I'm not
7
sure.
seconds. It's pretty close.
We'll give him credit for it. Yes. Now back the other way, though. Here is the blue team. And this will get away from him. He's going to catch back up to it and try to get around. And now the rest of the team will come in to hopefully they won't obstruct each other. Now they back off and try to set up on the offense. And now everybody's just trying to find where the puck is. And there's one that is blocked. And so now just sent around the boards, which was probably a good play because there were people all over the place to try to get that. And now here is the blue team on the move. And it is back at their own net. So now chasing it out as they will line up in a row here and try to set things up. And red team just all over them, though, as they're playing tight man offense here. So they're just trying to keep it in the zone or at least near the zone. Now back at center ice. Now sent using the boards to get around as the sense of orientation is, yeah, I can only imagine with the Oculus.
Oof.
Yeah. I would like to try to play this with the Oculus.
Yeah, he wants to know how long we're going to be casting. I'm assuming he means tonight, not just, in general.
Well, if you would have asked me in general earlier, I would have said, but tonight, at least one more game, I would say.
We can
right?
get one more in. That'll round out nicely. It'll be just over an hour.
Get a good
long.
hour in.
Yeah, I get just a little over an hour in. There'll be 4 games for YouTube. That'd be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
See, we try to accommodate the community all we can, but sometimes the community isn't sure what the community really wants, I think. So, yeah, I'm not sure about custom textures because I know that Dick Van Dijk, he is kind of the master of custom textures. Oh, what a save there, coming all the way out to make that stop. But I know that the custom textures from 55 do not work on this one because it is designed differently, and the player model's much different. The rink, the way it's done, is a lot different. So I'm not sure what's involved in that. As soon as Dick Van Dijk figures it out, I'm sure we'll know, because he's kind of a wizard at those sorts of things. He's of course, he made our custom rink for Friday Night Hockey that we usually use, the Royale with Cheese server. And yeah, I'm not sure how all that works now, but we will figure it out definitely before the full version of 61 is done. Here's a chance. Shot, save! And this one is still out. 1:30 left. Collision. Blue team trying to get to it, as now they will battle and just a stick fight for it here. And collision between teams, between the same members of the same team along the boards here. So that's going to slow things down just a bit, as now blue. Oh, he gets around one. He gets around two.
Oh, try to pass to his buddy over there.
Yep. They're aiming for the player and hitting the boards. So
No. They'll get it figured out.
Yes, absolutely. And already quite a bit has been figured out just in the brief time that we've been watching these games tonight. So 43 seconds left in this one, though. And will the scoreline hold for the red team? Blue is going to try to change their fortunes here as they've got it in the red zone. 30 seconds left to do something with it. Now at the point, blocked. Chance possibly
Oh,
goes past a couple of people, and now the red team swooping in, and they will probably just try to dump this out, but still held in. Blue team, oh, and trying to get the loose puck there, not able to, as they will still hold it in, though. There's plenty of time, 9 seconds, gonna make it. Another
no.
one timer sent in front in the slot just behind the two waiting players. So a dramatic ending, but it's going to be the red team that gets the win.
There's
So
GG's.
yes,
There you go. That was a pretty good game. I think they're starting to get the hang of this. Starting to see some progression of play. And I think we can get one more in, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Everybody seems to be
Well,
down. I'm down.
I'm not gonna shut down the server right away. So the server will
No,
stay up. You guys can keep playing if you like. I think, but we're just gonna cast one more here.
yeah. As a public service to the community, we keep the Royale with Cheese servers going. The 55F version, of course, is always up. I don't know if this one is running as a service, but it is running for. We'll at least keep it going. It'll be up through the weekend. I know,
Probably,
until
yeah.
unless somebody reboots the server or something like that.
No, I didn't. I generally don't set these prototype versions up as a service because they change so often. You know, every few weeks, Cryptic Sea says, "Hey, new version." We go, oh,
Yes,
okay.
which is awesome. Yeah,
You know, maybe not every few
the
weeks,
fact that
but
this
you know,
game
every
is
month or two.
yeah. Well, there is continued development, which is a great thing. When you consider that Cryptic Sea is probably working on like what 4 games at once right now. I mean, got Sub Rosa coming out on Devolver. Very excited about that. He's been working on a new Zero, which I admit I haven't played in a while. So the changes that have been made in that already are so drastic that I cannot wait to get my hands on that and try it and all the other games that he has as well. So yeah, a lot on the plate for Cryptic Sea. So we're glad to see development continuing on Hockey Question Mark. I think the community has a lot to do with that. The people are supporting the games, so he's going to keep supporting it, and that's. You'd be surprised how many developers don't share that philosophy. So it is a wonderful thing
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
We have here in chat. I'm probably going to butcher this. Flailemans says, "Truly, this is the future of esports."
I have to agree. Yes.
it is. It is the most electronic of sports, or the
Hmm.
most sporty of electronic. Yeah, sure.
Yes. And it is also, Killinger, as we always point out, it is the greatest first person hockey simulator that has ever been
Oh
made.
yes. For those who are uninitiated, this game is played from the first person.
Yes.
It's hockey question mark. Or
Yeah, I
hockey?
would suggest picking it up, yeah, for free at hockeyquestionmark.com. As, yeah, the version there is the 55 version, which is a little different from this, but you
Yep.
get the idea. And it is played very heavily throughout the world. I mean, we have 3 leagues just in North America alone, from beginners to elite, like the HQML, which we cover here every Friday night on Friday Night Hockey. But it is also played. There's the I'm gonna butcher their names too. I believe it's is it the IGHL and the MPHL? I think. Yes, the leagues with the Russian leagues, as we like to call them, because a lot of the best players in the world are from Russia. So hopefully the Russian guys will get their chance to get their hands on this very soon. It is the word has been put out that there is a new version. So we await seeing what they come up with, because some of those guys are just so beasting at this game.
Oh yeah. And I'm really
Yeah,
interested to see how quickly they master the new version.
and I agree with Flailemans. Yeah, Golf Question Mark is pretty cool if you've ever played it. I mean, they Uh, that's one that's not, I don't know if there's been a new version of that in a long time. Oh, this was almost a chance as a
Oh,
ricochet shot almost went in, and he was waiting for that, not able to get the stick on it as he was just trying to get a blade there. Look at the move. Oh, as he dekes him right between the legs, and here's a chance for the red team if they can get to this in time.
oh,
And he
it's
does.
going, it's
Chance,
going.
shoots, scores! It took a while, but Hess got another one here. And so deep into the first period at the 142 mark, the red team goes up 1-0.
There
But
you
yeah,
go.
I enjoy playing the golf question mark. I hope that
Yeah,
that
problem with it
they
is
do more with it.
it's only got 4 spots. There's no spec mode.
Yeah, yeah, spec mode would be awesome. Yeah, but I like driving the cart around. I mean,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
like that it really captures the whole essence of golf, which is a lot of walking and driving the cart around.
I, I like how
Y-
when you drive the cart, you can feel that it's pretty much a Sub Rosa car. It's
yeah,
like you can tell like how the Sub Rosa car definitely evolved from the golf question mark golf cart.
yeah, totally. Although the new Sub Rosa cars are,
Or different, yeah, that's of course.
yes, and a beautiful thing. As he says, a lot of work is being done in Sub Rosa. If you follow his Twitter, that it definitely is. They he's making a city editor of some
Ooh,
sort.
yeah.
I'm not sure if that'll be a dev tool or if that'll be a public tool, but it's allowing him to make some pretty intricate things as far as the cities go. Here's a shot wide to the left from distance. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about where Sub Rosa is going, and just the test versions that we've played. How long ago has that been? A month or so? Here's
At
one. Oh,
least
he just just
maybe 2.
get that close to the line, but not in. And now here's another shot that will again go wide. So red team with a lot of offensive firepower here in the waning moments of the first period, but it will go back the other way, and we'll go the second with the score staying 1-0.
Yeah, it's been a little while since we've seen a new version of Sub Rosa, but yeah, he's working on it.
Yes.
It'll be here soon. TM trademarked
Mm-hmm.
soon.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get a chance to get a look at that. As we always have a good time playing Sub Rosa. Well, and all of Cryptic Sea's games, like I was telling him, man, the fact that when you play a game and everybody just laughing and having a good time, that's a good game.
Yeah,
And we have certainly laughed and had a good time tonight. Even just watching the spectacle of this new hockey question mark. 61E is the version you're looking at here tonight, and we've had just a blast watching this take place. And we're not done yet. We're still in the second period of our nightcap game, and the red team trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead, but blue almost with a chance. And now they will gather this back up. They're going to turn and burn, but it's going
oh,
back the other way.
dangerous, but not
Oh,
quite.
just wide. As
Would
oh
have been
man,
interesting to see have that go in, but no, not quite.
yep, almost a heartbreaker. So here is red team. They're going to catch up with the puck now, as so will the blue team, sending this back all the way to the other end. K-Bomb is going to get to it, though. Possible chance. He's going to go ahead and let one fly, and this one is going to be, again, just shy of the crease. And so now everybody converging in the corner, and a few people fall down, a few people stay on their feet, more people fall down. And who will come away with this? As it turns out, it's a wash, as it will switch up to the other end, and now we will repeat the process on the other side. But here comes red. They have managed to get control of the puck, at least for the moment, and so now stopped. Now again at center ice. And it's just devolved into a scrum here now.
Just a melee here with the puck. Yeah.
Oh yes, a pitched battle at center ice, and now it's just a war of attrition. As this one will go to the blue end. Now met by a couple players. Oh, there's a rocket across the slot. Nobody there to do much with that now, and sent in again and waved at once. They're fanned again. Somebody's got to eventually get this puck, and now it does pop up into the hands of the red team again, and blue on the scene to knock it away before they crash into the wall. And so now we'll be able to hold this in. Nope, Aaron tries to. And now here comes Big Oles. Oh, he works his way around one, stopped by another. And so, yes, a lot of this is taking place in the neutral zone. This has been a very neutral zone oriented period here, as we are about 2 minutes left in the second. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying it, folks. You can see this later on YouTube. If you go to our YouTube on IBN Casting, just type in IBN Casting on YouTube, and it will take you to our site where we archive these as well as all our other activities and shenanigans, which many more are coming very, very soon. Yes, they are mustaches. Yes, isn't that great? It's kind of if you remember Lanny McDonald, the old famous Canadian hockey star. It's very reminiscent of his killer stash. So yes, the player model has evolved quite a bit. It kind of looked downright Shakespearean at first, but now it's. But the mustaches have remained, and yeah,
Trying to get a good view of them.
They are very magnificent. Yes,
it's a bit hard to watch the hockey game and the mustaches, but we do our best to strike a balance.
Yeah. You can't be distracted too much, but we are professionals here after all. So 1 minute left in the second period. Oh, he runs into the wall.
Freaks out and runs into the wall.
You got to slow down when you when you get close to those boards, Max. They will take you out as much as any player will. 44 seconds left now. Red team holding court. Nope, it's going to go back the other way. And will Big Oles get to this first? He's got a stick in the face, and he's going to get it knocked away from him. But they will hold it in the red zone. And so now this one possibly dangerous. Nope, Red's going to take it back the other way, or at least to center ice. It goes beyond K-Bomb, though. He's going to have to get this and get it away in time, and he does. A big defensive stop. So, and here's one coming. He may not get this one, though, and wide to the left. Just by inches, a matter of inches, but they catch up to a chance, possibly. Nope. Again, a big defensive play to intervene there.
When that blue player fanned on it, I thought they were done. I thought that was going in, and they were done.
So, wow. Yeah.
Fell over 3 times during that save.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's still a save.
Yeah. Like we said before, it does not have to be a thing of beauty, even though in doing that, it kind of is. So it leads us to a very exciting face-off for this third.
Because the red player just comes from way behind on the blue side, just to smash into the face-off.
Yeah, this is when the ref would wave off and start throwing people out of the circle, but. Yeah, the face-offs are work in progress too. I kind of like the puck drop thing, though. I think that's cool. That's more like real hockey. As far as I'm suspecting that the whole thing with positions will be set back up as well, because it was nice to be able to set your position as goalie and then know that you were going to appear in the goal.
Yeah,
that certainly helped, especially on these very dangerous face-offs, because then you're not having to skate back. And
I can only hope that maybe that system hasn't made it into this new version yet, because, well, one, it's probably not 100% necessary for testing, and two, maybe he's got a better solution in mind. Typing, /set position G into chat was a less than elegant solution, though it works, and it's way better than nothing. Maybe he's got, something better in mind.
Well, yeah, and of course, I think the main focus as a developer, you have to work on your feel and your gameplay and stuff first.
Oh, yes, first.
Ideally, that's what we like. And in our game, #Wrecked by Hell Legit Games, which you'll be able to play at QuakeCon, we are definitely big espousers of that philosophy, as we are making sure that the game feels right before we start talking about all these other things that people
What a
want
shot.
matchmaking. So with Hess from downtown makes it 2-0, and that is a big goal. Mr. TB will get credit for the assist, and Hess, redemption for Hess as he gets another goal here.
Cryptic Sea in chat says the idea is they're supposed to skate to position, which makes
Or
sense.
if you're the goalie, you just stay in the goal. Yeah, that's
That
true.
makes
You
perfect
do
sense.
have time between the face-offs, between the time the puck is dropped, to be able to get to your positions. Yeah.
I think what we're seeing here, and the reason why you're not seeing any fixed goalies or anything like that, is it's very much a same case as when we started playing .55. No one knew how to play defense. No one hardly knew how to shoot the puck. And they eventually learned the offense, and then as they learn the offense, then all of a sudden they need goalies and they need defense. And then it's kind of an arms race at that point. Who's better, the offense or the defense?
Yeah, that's true. And something we're finding out as fledgling game developers, Killinger, is that it's hard to really predict what the community is going to do with your game. Once you get these things in gameplay and then you see things like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, they're going to do that. Oh, okay, we should probably make provisions for that one way or the other.
Yeah.
So
as a software developer, I'll tell you right now, users, whether it's a gamer or whatever, users will find a way to break it that you never thought possible.
But I can say that the reports from the field of users playing this has been extremely positive, and these guys are really thrilled with how the game is evolving. So I think that's a great thing. And I mean, because this is a big change from 55F and we'll see that sometimes when you make those kind of big changes that sometimes people just don't want to let go. Look at Counter-Strike. It took at least, a couple of years before people were ready for CSGO. I mean, when it first came out, I remember everybody was just, no, fuck you, we're going to play 1.6 forever. This will never be as good. But now you're finally starting to see adoption of the game, even among the more hardcore members of the community. I don't think that it's going to take that long for people in Hockey ? To adopt this, because they're already having fun with it. And Super Hot Glue shoots and scores. So with the help from Big Ols, we'll get the assist. Under a minute left to play, and they are only down by 1 now. So
anything can happen.
That makes it, yes. The blue team with a
we
chance.
All pile into the center.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, the face-offs, I'm not sure what the solution is there, but
I think in pubs you're not going to have a solution.
Yeah.
I think competitive play will do what real hockey does. They'll have rules about things like offsides, at least during things like face-off.
And as we have seen, the members of the community are always quick to call any flagrant violations.
There you go.
K-bomb! What a shot! He just managed to get enough of that to go in. 25 seconds left. Assist from Super Hot Glue. We are tied at 2-2. 25 seconds left. So we may not be done just yet, Killinger, with a very nice goal there. Wow.
Cryptic Sea says they'll probably limit it so that the puck doesn't drop until there's only one player per team inside the face-off circle.
I think that would be a great solution. 10 seconds left. Shot.
Oh, K-bomb. Whoa.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I like that. What? Yeah.
Is that the game winner?
Dreams crushed.
Wow.
I think I think that's right. Crushing some red team dreams.
Hero of the game, K-bomb, with a couple of goals in the waning moments of this, and put it in stone. The blue team with a big comeback here to win this nightcap game 3-2. How about that?
I can't think of a better way to finish this up here.
I cannot either, Culture. Wow. And unbelievable. So the drama is always there in hockey question mark, and that's what makes it fun, man. I mean, and that's what keeps these guys coming back, and that's what keeps us coming back every Friday night. We will be here every Friday night, bringing you Friday night hockey. As next week HQML action continues, as we'll have our full schedule set up, and we have more teams than ever in HQML, and that has been a lot of fun as things will sort of settle down and the summer continues and people will be finalizing their starting lineups a little more, I think. So, yes, follow us here on the Hitbox channel here on IBN, if you will, and it will let you know when we go live with these games, and of course the aforementioned YouTube at IBN Casting on YouTube, and on Twitter you can find us at IBN Casting, where we let you know when things go live and keep you informed on all the things that we have happening in 140 characters or less. So, Killinger, final thoughts here? We've it's been a roller coaster of emotions tonight.
Yeah, I think the overwhelming thought of the night here is that this new version of hockey is looking pretty good. And I can't wait to see what he comes up with next, really. It'll be some good stuff. I think the community is starting to warm up to this new version a lot. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a lot of fun to cast, so it's good
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah, it looks good, and most importantly, I think it feels good. So, and the feel of this has dramatically improved. That's the overwhelming feedback that we got that is useful from a developer standpoint. I think is that the feel is more like what the players are hoping for, and so I think that is a good sign going forward. So thank you to Cryptic Sea for showing up and playing, man, tonight, and playing with the community and
answering some questions.
Yeah, absolutely. As we will still continue to play here, as we will be leaving you shortly, but the Royale with Cheese prototype, which features this version, will be up, as well as our 55F version, which is a mainstay of the community, and we are proud to offer that to you. Of course, 4 Stacks, our Sub Rosa server, keep that going as well. For those of you who are into Sub Rosa, and if you're not, you should be. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, just a great night of hockey. And next week, more HQML action on the, I don't want to say old version, the older version, the 55 version that everybody is very familiar with.
But current free version.
Yeah, the current version. Thank you. Yeah. So, but we enjoyed getting a look at this new version as well, and it gave everybody, after the craziness of last week and after everything that's gone on, it was good to just get a break and have some fun, because games, folks, believe it or not, they're supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Yeah, I know, right? But we have certainly had a lot of fun tonight. And again, thanks to Cryptic Sea. Also, thanks for making casting tools part of this build and the previous build. That's been wonderful for us to be able to really bring you the game in all its glory. I mean, we've got multiple cameras. We've got the scrolling of the zoom is so much better. The showing up of player names on the map so much better. So it's little things like that that, I don't know, a little do-si-do there. So square dance move as we start to leave the server. So yeah, the server will stay up, and we will see you next week, and maybe sooner with IBN, because all sorts of things are going on, and we never rule anything out, because it's a chaotic world, this esports world.
Mysterious esports things may be afoot.
Yes, we're always up for that. So, Killinger, I think that's as good a place as any to wrap this thing up. And so, thanks not only to Cryptic Sea and to the community who came out and played, but to everybody who watched here on Hitbox. And from all of us here at the Independent Broadcast Network, we want to thank you all, as always. And as always, have a pleasant evening, a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Good night.